What's up guys, Andrew here on my channel GearedInc, where I got to share what I'm passionate about with you, and on my channel that's PC tech, games, and gear. Today we're taking a review of the Thermaltake Full Tower Tempered Glass View 71TG. That's a mouthful. And so basically this is a really nice case for water cooling builds, display type builds. We're going to be using it for the Coffee Lake build coming up for my buddy Perpetual Gamer, which I'm hopefully going to have together this week. And it was funny, I was doing an unboxing review of this yesterday, but I'm going to actually transition here to the actual case review. But yesterday it was kind of a disaster. Correct way to do this. This is all tempered glass and it's for a friend's build, so if I drop it, I'm gonna be in real big trouble. In an unboxing video, there's usually more unboxing, you know what I mean? So there you go. That's why I'm reshooting it now. Lighting was awful, but yeah, it's a heavy freaking case. So the first thing you want to note is that in terms of opening the side panel here, this is completely toolless, so you aren't going to need any kind of screwdrivers, no Phillips head, nothing like that. And then once you take it off, a feature of this case I really like is it's on a hinge. So you can open it completely without having to remove it or worry about it. The hinges here on the back side are they're made out of steel. They're secured on a kind of a double thick piece of steel with 3 screws on each hinge. So it's really solid. There's no wobble or anything in it. So I was 100% fine with that design. I actually really like that. I think it's kind of a nice way to not have as many screws here on the front, so you, just to kind of have a cleaner look. And then if you want to take it off, you just lift it up and it'll pop right off if I'm actually doing this. Yeah, so just like that. So if you are into cases where you want tempered glass, you want something a little more easy, it doesn't get any simpler than that. So taking a look inside the case, I'm actually going to move around a little bit to the side here. You can see a couple of different things. So first off, you have this GPU riser right here. If you guys are going to be using a GPU riser, or you want to put a GPU in here, for the build that we're going to be doing, it's not really going to work because it's an AIO water cooler, same for the CPU. So it wouldn't make a lot of sense for this because you have it flipped, cords would be in the way, there's not even any fans or anything on the top, so it's not really something that's going to look good. But if you are using something that's air, or you're doing a water cooling build, definitely something that would be fun to have the GPU backplate showing up top. You have all your hard drive bays right here in the front. We're going to remove all that because there's places to mount in the back, which I am going to be showing you. And you can't really see it from this angle too well, but right here, what's unique about this case is you can put up to a 360mm radiator in the front, 360mm in the top, and you can put a 240 in the bottom. There's a ton of space in here. And if you want to have kind of a forward-facing radiator, you can actually put it right here, where you could have it facing out this way, which is kind of a different, it's again, very in line with Thermaltake and a lot of their cases where they have kind of that forward-facing display where it's not facing the front of the case, but kind of facing forwards base if you were looking in from the side of the case. So there's one side. Now, as far as the top, again, 4 screwless, if you, toolless screws is what I meant to say, if you want to take that off, and it just pops off. So this is just a piece of plastic. You can see the piece of tempered glass right there. And then I'm actually going to move this to the side because I want to show you guys one thing. We're going to be real careful. So if you look at the top here, there's that metal rail, which let my camera get focused. So there's that metal rail right there, and basically this is removable just with a Phillips head screwdriver. It's got a ton of hard points, again, for more cooling, more radiator support, more water cooling, if that's what you're going to be doing. You can even remove this entire piece out if you wanted to do something else, or it looks like there's hard points for different attachments or different plates that you could order through Thermaltake, or or if you were just trying to add something on your own, which is nice. There's a lot of customization, so if you're looking for a highly customizable case where you've got lots of room to expand, I definitely would recommend. Now, this case does come in 2 kind of variants. This one just comes with 2 140mm blue LED fans. You can also get it with Thermaltake's RGB fans for about $40 more. As far as for what we're doing, since we're actually going to be using NZXT's AR RGB lighting in the entire case, we went with the cheaper one because we're not even going to be using these fans in the build. But on the cable management side, I just want to show this real quick. We're going to take this off. So once again, just slides out, which is awesome. So you can see here, the one thing about this case, again, you just have to be note, for a side that doesn't have, or that's supposed to show off your cable management, there's not a lot of cable management areas. There's no runs. I mean, there's lots of tie downs, but there's nothing to hide the cables themselves. So you are going to need to be fairly good at managing your cables. But what's nice is you have 3 contact points here to mount either 2 SSDs on each one of these, a Hue, which I'm going to be doing, a mechanical hard drive, which you can do on any of these points as well. And we actually did some carbon, that vinyl carbon covers on the SSD and the HDD, so when we put them in here, they'll look nice and clean. So that's something, again, just to note, if you're not good about cable management, it's something that you just want to take into consideration if you're wanting to buy this case. And then on the top of the front here, for your input, you've got 2 USB 3.0, or yeah, 3.0s, 2 2.0s. You also have a power indicator button along with your input for your head, your mic, and power, or reset, I should say. So all in all, guys, it's an extremely well-made case. I'm looking forward to building in it. I love the hinge design on this. I mean, that makes it so easy. And if you look, it looks clean. I mean, you only have 2 screws right here. One of the things is there's this gunky, it's like, you know, it's like grease for the screws so it doesn't strip or anything like that. I'm gonna clean that off because it's kind of yellowed the tempered glass right here. I don't know if you can see that at all. So I'm gonna clean that up, but besides that, I think it is an excellent case, definitely worth the money. I look forward to doing this 8700K build in it coming up here next week, and we're gonna get started on that pretty soon. Anyway, guys, if you like this review, go ahead and leave me a thumbs up. If you didn't, leave me a thumbs down. Get subscribed either way. I want to hear back in the comments, and we hope to see you next time here on GearedInc.